Hi, I'm Lawrence.
And I'm Nick.
Welcome to the Nick and Lawrence Show.
And we're happy to be back and excited to talk about our next topic right after the break. All right, well, welcome back, Lawrence.
Thanks. Welcome back, Nick.
Thank you. So I'm feeling like we have a little bit of playtime.
Yep, I think we have some playtime as long as the humans are out of the room.
Yeah. All right. Well,
so our topic today is toys. I was watching the movie Big, and then I thought about the last topic you guys may have seen on food, and thought, we talked a lot about fast food, and as I was thinking about stuff, I was like, well, we haven't done toys yet.
Yeah.
And so I brought some new and some old nostalgic toys. A lot of them are Happy Meal toys, things, Pez dispensers, and just a lot of stuff. So down below, because you probably can't see in the video, we've got some different plastics and stuff.
Yep, lots of plastic. So I recognize some of this, but you've got a good little collection here. So
Yeah.
why don't we go through and just kind of
dive into it.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that was interesting about toys is that I have one, and we'll start with the thing that I was fond of, which was the Flintstone Happy Meal toys from 1994. This was during the live action movies, so we have...
That was probably from McDonald's, right?
From McDonald's, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a McDonald's thing, and each of the toys had a little vehicle and character, so that was Pebbles and Dino, and that one...
Fun. And what does it say? Show on the front.
Oh yeah, we should show this one because this is a good one to start off with, which says, well, it's supposed to be Toys R Us, but it's Toys
R Us.
Toys R Us.
Yeah, like dinosaur.
Dinosaur. You have to really think Flintstones, but that one's a favorite of mine. And then the other one, this was a 5-piece set.
Okay.
And so the other one we have, because we were talking about this in our food episode, we have Rock Donald's, and on the thing it says over 19 dozen sold. And this was played with a lot because you can see there's a little bit of Scotch tape on the on the side.
Like one of the stickers fell off.
One of the stickers, and inside is Bam Bam and Betty. They've gone and had a meal.
Cool.
Now a little side thing on here, so to show you, is this these two people serving ribs.
So that's
the large ribs you saw at the end of the Flintstone movie. So we have the Flintstone house.
So that's like the McRib.
The McRib. That's the McRib.
The bigger version, the prehistoric version.
So we have the Flintstone house.
Cool.
And it has inside. There we go. Yep. Wilma does not. There we go.
Okay.
And here we have Wilma Flintstone.
Okay. That's cool that they all came with
they all came with cars. So this one is the gas station, and inside is Barney. This one's easier because you can see him in there, so I won't take the whole thing out. But Barney Rubble was in there. This one is my favorite because this is the Bowl-O-Rama. This is the Bedrock one, and the thing that was cool is there was a sticker inside when you open the garage door, and you had the bowling alley, and then inside is Fred Flintstone, because that was the thing he liked to do, was to go bowling.
Fred Flintstone, a.k.a. John Goodman.
John Goodman. Never know who. So we had that, and that was the thing that was cool, is that. And then we have this from Taco Bell. There's a little Barney Rubble squirt toy. And I think this came from Taco Bell.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, so McDonald's had a lot of good toys. Now, the thing that was interesting was we had the Flintstones, and then the thing that was cool is we'll go into the next thing, which is the Toy Story toys. These were not really Happy Meal toys. These were more like the more expensive toy. Like they'd have the Happy Meal toys, and then they have, and like so these were all collector kind of toys. And this was, you'd put candy in this one. This was Woody and Bullseye.
Cool.
And then we had Rex here, and these three came. And then we had Ham, and these were all candy dispensers. I turned Ham at times into a piggy bank now, so I put coins instead of candy in, but you can...
Nice.
So those were candy dispensers the same way.
Well, where did those come from?
At McDonald's.
Oh, cool.
So, and then of course the Pez dispensers, Kermit and Tigger.
Mm-hmm.
This one here, this is Lenny, who came from the first two Toy Story movies. Now this was a Burger King
I remember
toy.
that toy. Yeah.
But the thing is that, like I said, you had McDonald's, things like this, and both McDonald's and Burger King at the time that the second Toy Story was coming out were selling the little Toy Story. The thing I was going to show you was we have these other two toys here, and that's Woody and Tigger here, and they came in a set from McDonald's where they, like we had talked about in other vlogs that we've done where we talked about videotapes and stuff, they actually were in the clamshell cases of their videotapes. So McDonald's had these huge boxes that had the picture, looked like you were getting a small miniature videotape, but you had like characters like Woody or Tigger from classic Disney movies inside what looked like a clamshell VHS tape from the late 90s. So.
Yeah, I don't remember those.
And then we also have, well, I had two toys, but we'll just show this one. This was from McDonald's we were talking about in our cartoon when we were talking about Back to the Future. And McDonald's had the whole collection. I have this, and I also have a little Einstein on a train. But these came from the animated
Those are from the animated series?
Animated series.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and then we've got, if you're talking about food, we actually have you can tell that this is definitely McDonald's based on there was an anniversary train set, so you had like Ronald McDonald's, and I think this was like the caboose of one of the cars, and they had all the different toys over the years as a train.
Oh, fun.
So that's just, and then we had, let's see here, yeah, these were kind of fun.
Yeah, I actually had that. I remember that Roger Rabbit one, yeah.
Yeah, you looked into it, and you could see and these came from McDonald's too, but yeah, like Aladdin and Roger Rabbit.
A little picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can, because there's a little hole in there for Aladdin, which is.
I wonder here. Let me see if you can see this. Might not focus, but we'll see if that turned out. But yeah, I remember this. This has a picture of Aladdin. Oh, it says Disneyland.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was the Aladdin show they do at Disneyland,
which they don't do anymore.
Right. Yeah.
And this one has a picture of Toontown in it.
Oh, so these are Disneyland toys.
These are like Disneyland toys, but they were made at McDonald's. So these are McDonald's Happy Meal toys, and we have the Magic School Bus, and we have a Wishbone toy. Some of these, all of the different toys that I have here, minus the Pez toys, were all from McDonald's. Some came from Wendy's, Burger King, Taco Bell. I mean, just a variety of the different places. So those were things I was thinking about, and then I brought other toys that are non Happy Meal related. We have a Cat in the Hat toy here, and then Thing 1 and Thing 2 that I just recently got. I use these when I do Dr. Seuss Day in March. So yeah, those are some toys that I've always used with kids and stuff, and a bit of nostalgic there because everybody's heard of Dr. Seuss. So that's pretty. And then of course this Alvin the Chipmunk thing. I think this was at Wendy's or something. It used to
snow globe.
Used to snow globe, but it's no longer just rolls around as a car. So the snow is kind of stuck to the.
Yeah, well, it's probably used to have water in it or something.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's all of that stuff. But then I had something I found on eBay that was really kind of fun. That I think saving the best toy for last in our toy collection was this. And we haven't done a whole lot of My Mr. Rogers stuff yet, but this was a really authentic thing before you and I were born, made in the late 70s, and this musical trolley that I found on eBay. And of course on the back are toys that I do have, except for the plaything that is featured on the back. But I have Lady Lane and King Freddy puppets that, but that's why I brought the box, was because it shows you other things you could buy. This thing, there's somebody who has a website, and he and I have both been looking for this play set, and it seems to be something that got advertised in the box but never made.
Really?
There's maybe one or two that might have been made, but we've been having a hard time trying to find that play set. But inside, it's not just a box.
Yeah. Well, you can tell it's old because the box looks like it looks old.
And there's this.
Okay.
So we got.
Here, I'll
get the other. Because the figures are also in the box. That was the thing that.
These are kind of like toys that I played with when I was little. That my parents like.
Yeah, so here are the
handed down.
little figures that you can put in like that.
Uh-huh.
Oops. Oh well, take a nap.
Yeah. So
No, I've heard people say they'd have the two
like puppet fingers.
puppet fingers.
Yeah.
And
Finger puppets.
sometimes I hear people who have bought this or remember it from their childhood, and you get the two little figures, and then you'd add on things like G.I. Joes or you'd add extra characters to it. Yeah, actually it does do music.
Mm-hmm.
It won't play it due to the cut.
Oh, does it play?
It plays. Let me see. Sometimes.
Here, just put it on the box.
Here, we'll put it down here because. Nope, wrong way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So when you roll it,
It plays his theme song.
Okay,
Yeah.
fun. Well, that's cool.
So that's
this is something that's I think every kid knows about.
right.
The fast food toys. I mean, that's something that they still do. So,
Right.
this is a cool collection. I actually probably have more than this. Do you have more than this?
I have more. This is just.
This is one of those things that like you hang on to.
Right.
Like I have boxes full of like my old stuff in the garage, and I know I have a whole bunch of toys. At least the ones that survived. If
Right.
stuff broke, I threw it away. But
Well, when you have things like the Flintstone, which is good
Yeah.
solid plastic.
this is some real plastic. Yeah,
some real plastic. It's not.
it's not BPA free.
Right.
You don't want to chew on this plastic or drink out of it. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, I speaking of, was it Aladdin? I think there were some toys. Well, there were toys that came out for Aladdin.
Right.
Other toys besides this one that came out for the movie, and I remember getting those. And I remember most of the movies that came out, at least in the early '90s. When Disney's animation was doing all of those movies.
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was Burger King. They had collectible Pocahontas cups.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think I collected all those.
It was kind of like the Woody thing. It was like this.
Yeah, you had to
candy
pay a little
dispensers.
extra for it.
Yeah, it wasn't the kids meal, but definitely the. You get there and like some people talk about it, you get like glasses that had characters or what.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Disney, but like Hanna-Barbera, I think I think there were several restaurants or fast food chains where you would get certain things. I remember one of the restaurants we went to, you could get a glass, and I think it had Tom and Jerry on it.
Yeah.
But you go to restaurants or fast food places, and
Probably like Denny's.
Yeah, Denny's or
Something like
IHOP
that. IHOP, yeah.
Or Bradshaw's or what is it called now? I'm trying to think of it.
Coco's?
No, they changed
Brookfields?
Brookfields.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Bradshaw became Brookfields,
Oh, okay.
but places like that, you'd go into any of those places, and you'd go and could get a toy, or you'd get some sort of a glass that would. I think that Denny's still, does the whole, kind of like what the fast food places, and maybe the only place that I know of nowadays that has some sort of a, I think IHOP and Denny's today are still doing what they did some years ago, where they were doing the glasses or those like Star Wars something or.
Yeah.
So there's always some. Well, I will say that with Denny's always has the, the nostalgic stuff that, and they've kept doing it. Other places have just said we're just selling a meal, and that's.
Yeah, well, Denny's is one of those places where you go and
Yeah.
you just feel like it's never changed.
It's never changed. Yeah.
And then people like it for that,
Yeah.
So they know that they can get a Grand Slam, or they can get these kind of little collectibles that they offer. I remember it was probably late '90s. It was when Star Wars came out with their prequel movies.
Oh yeah.
What was that? 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So,
Probably.
So Phantom Menace and those movies, they Taco Bell had the Star Wars stuff. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
So I think they had cups, they had collectible cups, and they had collectible posters. And one of the other things that I remember about these toys was Taco Bell had the talking chihuahuas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or talking dogs. Perfect cue for my dog to bark. But So I actually collected all those, and
I think I have a couple of at home, so they're
I-
kind of still.
I think there were like 6 or 7,
Yeah.
and I remember I collected them all. I think it was maybe like 98,
Yeah.
1999, and
Right.
I had them for a while, and they still worked.
Right.
You push on them, and the little Taco Bell dog says something. But I ended up selling this set on eBay, and I made money off of it because it was a collectible because they were in the bag still. But yeah, I think that's fun. Just that was kind of one of the fun things about going to fast food when you're younger is like getting a Happy Meal or a kids meal at the different places and getting the toy, and then not only getting the toy one, but they had the series of toys that you'd want to collect. So you'd go and you're like, oh, I already have that one. Can you give me another one?
Right.
And
Well, that's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
You know, I know where you're going with that one because the Flintstone toys we showed earlier. That's the only set of 5 that I actually had that was the ones I was like for a long time as a kid I always tried to get the whole set. I couldn't do it, but Flintstones was important because we saw the movie, and it took time, but I finally got the one and only 5 collection set.
Yeah.
Out of all of the toys, and I think I did get duplicates of some of the other houses, but the Wilma house was the last house that I got, and I had all the other 4s duplicates of everything, and then one day we're going through and we're thinking, okay, it's a Disney theme or whatever, and so all of a sudden we go to McDonald's and open the bag, and there's the Wilma Flintstone house that I didn't get 4 or 5 years prior to.
Oh. Wow.
So they had apparently a stock that they never sold,
So they just
and
got rid of them. Yeah.
they got rid of them.
Yeah. They over the years. I'm trying to think of the ones that I would like want to try and get. I know they had. They had Aladdin toys, they had Lion King toys, they had Pocahontas toys, and all those kind of popular animated cartoons back then. But there was actually, I don't know if you remember this or if you heard about this, but when Shrek came out, they did cups, and I think it was Burger King. It may have been McDonald's,
I'm sure Burger King and
so they did collectible glasses
right.
at one of the fast food restaurants, and they had to recall them. Because they had like toxic paint on them or something, so they made a mistake and they ended up recalling them. And before they recalled them, I think I collected them all, so or a few of them. But I was trying to collect them, and that Shrek came out not too long ago, like maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah,
but
that, or
a little less. Yeah.
I think it came
like
out
2002,
2000, somewhere
around that time.
15 to 16, we'll call it that.
Yeah.
Because if it was that, we'll just leave it at mid 2000s.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
So we're talking about 15, and we'll just round it to that.
I remember those cups, and they wanted you to like bring them back or throw them away, and I still have them.
You're like, no, I'm
not gonna drink out of them, but
I'll keep them. I'll put them on the shelf, or I might use them now that I'm an adult in my immune system.
Well, I don't know about that. They might still be unsafe. Yeah. So okay. Well, anything else about toys? I mean, this is just kind of like more of a fast food focused toy episode.
Right. With a few extras.
A few little favorites in here.
I think I kind of just picked. I mean, like I said, I've got a lot of toys, and
Well, I think we should go. We should go into the toys that we played with when we were younger on anher episode. Cause
we'll do that because
we can talk about some of the actual toys that we bought at places like Toys R Us. But
we're out of time. I think we'll probably maybe pick up on like Big with Tom Hanks and other toys on another video. We'll definitely do that the next time. So
this is our introduction to toy video.
Introduction, yeah.
The introduction to toys fast.
Right.
Food.
With the exception of a couple of minors, and
we'll just call them fast food toys. It's like Toy Story. They all got adopted into the toy family.
Into the toy family, yeah. Well, I think we're out of time. I'm assuming.
So we're out of time. Until next time, I'm Nick.
I'm Lawrence.
And we'll see you later.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, go to sleep.
Yeah.